Hi Leo, welcome to your weekly check-in. The books you can see here in front of you are from the decks that I'm going to be using for the reading, and we are going to begin with the tarot card. So we're going to get your theme for the next 7 days, or main focal point for the next 7 days. So let's shuffle the deck. It is the Beautiful Creatures Tarot deck. It is such a chunky, slippery deck. Wish me luck, as I've asked the other signs to do with not shuffling. Well, yeah, shuffling and getting the cards out safely. What is the main theme or focal point for Leo for the next 7 days, please? So from the 22nd to the 29th of September, please. Does Leo have a main theme or focal point for the next 7 days, 22nd to 29th of September? Apparently not, Leo. Oh, okay. I was going to say you've got nothing going on in life, but oh, okay. The Lovers, Ultimatum, and the Seven of Wands, Bravery. Okay. It's just that you've got a lot going on. That's probably why it took so long to come out. So let's move those down a little bit. Let's get your energy. It looks like you've got a major choice to make. And that's an assumption. I mean, we'll get the rest of the cards out, but just the two of those together, it looks like a mega choice. But anyway, let's see. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Ambition. That's your energy. Any external energies? God, awkward today. I feel like that Queen of Pentacles has come up in the readings I've done so far, but I could be wrong. Right, Page of Cups, Inventiveness as an external or surrounding energy, and any guidance, Mastership, Three of Pentacles. So let's get you an oracle card from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. So give us an overview or just any other relevant information that Leo needs to know. And you have Despondent. Okay. Let's just have a quick brief look in the book at that Despondence card. If there is a major choice to make, I can see why with that Despondence card, if it means what I think it means. If I remember what it means, let's get it out. Get the book out and have a look first before I start making assumptions. So Despondent's key points are, or the main summary is, you have all the answers you need within. This card may indicate an emotional tie that no longer serves you. Remember how you relate to the issue. How you relate to the issue is the issue. Obstacles are removed when you change your relationship to them. Yeah, that's that with that Lovers there, I'm not surprised if there is an emotional tie, because it's things we love, isn't it? Which can be relationships, whether it's having a close bond with people, or it can be just a thing that you love, like a career path or a hobby or whatever. So key points here: feeling helpless, acceptance of circumstances, change on the horizon, taking action, revelation, movement, and encouragement. Okay, let's see what else comes out for you, because this looks kind of big, to be honest. I mean, I'm not sure yet, but it looks big. Whatever the decision is, it looks like it's going to take courage and having to stand up for yourself. What do we need to know about the Lovers and the Seven of Wands together, please? So as I said, one's fallen out. Oh, a couple have fallen out, but I'm not going to take them. I'll show you what they are. We have the Ace of Cups and the Hermit. I'm not going to lie. It almost feels like, if it's to do with a relationship, it can be romantic or non-romantic, it almost looks like having to take some space from someone. That's what's fallen out. Because Ace of Cups would be like self-love and conditional love fulfillment, and then the Hermit goes off on their own path. So it's almost like, to get that fulfillment and to show yourself self-love, you have to take a step back. But let's and then you get the Emperor. on the bottom of the deck. That's sovereignty, isn't it? Okay. So the Lovers and the Seven of Wands. What do we need to know about the Lovers and the Seven of Wands, please? For Leo. You've got the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Okay, let's see what else comes out. Hierophant. Anything else? Oh, the Tower. I'm not actually surprised that's come out, if I'm being honest with you. High Priestess, Eight of Swords, Tower. Right, and I am going to get... Let me get one last card after the Tower, because I feel like the Tower is a cliffhanger. Yep, I'm not surprised. Ten of Wands, burdens. I'm going to get a clarifier separately for the Page of Pentacles on its own. I am starting to see something here, but I just want to be sure of what I'm seeing. Page of Pentacles. Not surprised. Seven of Wands is out there. Yeah. Okay, one more. Not surprised that Five of Swords has come up, to be honest. It feels like it needs to be upright. So yeah. See, this is where I'm feeling like needing to walk away or cut ties or stand up to yourself or something to do with someone. It could be something, but it may likely be someone. Let's get one or two for the Tower separately, please. Nine of Pentacles, independence, isn't it? This is a common theme. I think Capricorn got similar cards. Let's get one more. Yeah. Okay. Right. So that Page of Pentacles, it feels vulnerable. There's a sense of vulnerability about it. I know the Page of Pentacles is often about practical things like planting a new seed, learning something, but it feels vulnerable. It's a child, and it doesn't mean a literal child. It could be something to do with you being vulnerable. And the Pentacle is something of value, isn't it? It's often something of physical value, but it can be, in a way, I mean, with Taurus energy, when we talk about values, yes, we talk about our practical material resources, but it's values as in like moral I believe it's to do with like moral principles as well, or just what you value in general. Like maybe it's the value of how you live your life, something to that effect. But there's a sense of vulnerability here. And it's almost like it's having to defend yourself in some way, or stand up for yourself, or protect. I mean, I always say with this particular card, with a lot of the Seven of Wands, but with this one in particular, she's protecting something sacred. You've got a Five of Swords there, which it can be self-sabotage, but it can be, I would say, because you've got a card of connection here with that Lover's card, where it can be connection to other people or something in general that you love. That Five of Swords is more like an external energy. Interference, criticism, manipulation, those kinds of energies, people putting you down potentially. I mean, if you're vulnerable here, maybe you are around a person or people that play on that vulnerability, or they bring that side out of you, but not in a positive way. Because sometimes people bring out your vulnerability, but it's beneficial because it gets you to open up and to share your emotions and express your emotions. But then if it's with the Seven of Wands and Six of Swords, that tells me that that is not a positive way of somebody bringing out vulnerability or making you feel that way. It's something where you feel the need to defend yourself and to fight against it. Maybe you know someone who says, just bear with me, I've got someone at the door. Hi Leo, I'm back. I actually accidentally pressed stop instead of pause on the video to answer the door for delivery. Not only that, but when I came back inside, I looked in the mirror and realised I've got two different pairs of slippers on. So on one foot I've got a black cat pair of slippers, and on the other foot I've got a fluffy pink slipper on. So now I know why the delivery guy was looking at my feet like I'm a weirdo. Anyway, I was actually just talking very seriously about standing up for yourself, wasn't I? So we were looking at we were clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. No, we weren't clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. We were clarifying the Lovers and the Seven of Wands. And I was saying that you may have someone in your life who criticizes you quite a lot, and it's like having to defend yourself against that and probably move away to calmer waters with the Six of Swords. Yeah, moving to calmer waters and moving towards peace. So that's what I get from that Page of Pentacles. Three of Cups is where you would want support. I'm going to get a clarifier for that. Just bear with me a minute. I'm distracted now because I've realised that I'm wearing wacky slippers, and I've had them on for like an hour and not even realised that they're complete opposites from different pairs of slippers. Right, Ten of Swords. Okay. Let's get another one for that. Okay, I'm going to put put it here. No, I'm going to have to put it back down there, otherwise it's going to get too confusing. Three of Cups. Anything else for that Three of Cups? Justice. Yeah, okay, that already makes sense. So basically with that Three of Cups, that is where you would want genuine support. You want genuine support from people that genuinely care and genuinely have your best interests at heart. And it's not just based on appearances. And I would say with the Hierophant being there, I mean, that can be about traditions, morals, etc. And it's the word high horse is coming to mind. You know, where people think that they're right. People can think that they're right, and in their mind, they believe that they do have your best interests at heart. But really, it's just like they're kind of on their high horse, even if they try to put it across as that they're being fair and that they care about you. And they probably don't even realize they're doing it. It's just that they are very opinionated and have strong views, and they just feel that their way is right. But you want genuine. You want people that see you as an individual, not as a little kid that needs to be bossed around or told what to do or how to do it. And I think you want to put an end to anything that isn't genuine support. You want it to be fair, genuinely fair for you, not just for someone else. So the Hierophant would be, I suppose that would be the pressures of like peer pressure potentially, pressures if you have family members or whoever that imposes their standards on you. You want to have your own values, basically. You want to live by your own values, not somebody else's. The High Priestess would be your own values, inner knowing, intuition, etc. I would say Eight of Swords next to the Tower, and the Ten of Wands came after that. That's where you want to free yourself from anybody else's rules, restrictions, points of view, anything that makes you feel small. With the Tower, you got the Nine of Pentacles, so that is freedom. You got the Two of Pentacles and the Devil following on from that. And I said this in Capricorn's video. You don't want to be in a situation where you're juggling between your own beliefs and values and trying to appease somebody else's beliefs and values, especially if that holds you back, which is what the Devil does. So hopefully that all makes sense now. Just it's very distracting when, I mean, it happens. Sometimes the doorbell rings, but it doesn't help when you're wearing wacky slippers to answer the door and realise that that the delivery person thinks you're a psycho. So yeah, so the overall theme for you, it looks like, is you're standing up to something that makes you feel small. And it looks like there's a choice in there with that ultimatum. I mean, I'm not saying somebody's giving someone an ultimatum, it's possible. But the biggest thing, the biggest takeaway for me from the Lovers and the Seven of Wands is having to stand up against anything that makes you feel small. And I'm going to have to check in the book again quickly just for the meaning of the key points of the Despondence card, because I've literally forgotten it after being distracted now. It does say, in which part of my life am I feeling immobilized? And that may be where you feel small. Yeah, cutting an emotional tie that no longer serves you. The way you relate to the issue is the issue. Okay. Right, so there may be a change in a relationship here. If this is a person, it does feel more so like a person. It could be a situation, having to stand up to a situation. Maybe at work, people make you feel small. But yeah, it's more likely a relationship with somebody, but we'll see. So your energy, Queen of Pentacles, ambition. And this is a progression from that page of Pentacles, isn't it? Obviously you have the Knight, which is more like the student, and then the Queen is where you're on more steady ground. You know who you are, ambition, you know what you want, you know what your values are. Let's clarify that Queen of Pentacles. I'm still laughing about the slippers, just ignore me. Page of Swords. Okay, I would say that that's discovering new truths, potentially. Anything else for that Queen of Pentacles? Knight of Cups, probably discovering more about how you feel and what you want and what your dreams are, potentially, and how you feel about things in general and what you think of things in general. If you've had anybody sort of pushing their standards, morals, opinions, etc. on you, it's discovering things for yourself. Maybe you've already done that, potentially, and it's just using that to stand up for yourself. Anything else? I mean, it could be now that you know who you are. Maybe you've done the work and you I mean, there's always work to do and always more self-discovery, but you kind of know who you are. I would say you know more about who, I mean, it's Three of Pentacles. Yeah, Three of Pentacles is there twice. I know that one says mastership, but it can be mastership, it can be collaboration as well. And maybe it's a bit of both. It's that you've probably come to the point now where you've had enough time to sort of observe, with the Seven of Cups, observe life, observe people, observe how you feel, observe situations, and to see what works for you. And maybe you're deciding that whether it's a relationship or a person, this actually doesn't work for me anymore. This doesn't match my values. It doesn't match my morals. It doesn't match how I feel about life and the world. Let's get one more after that. Oh, I thought something flipped and it didn't. Anything else? Okay, we have the Lovers again and the Queen of Wands. I do feel it's the same sort of message. You know what type of connections are valuable to you, whether it's a romantic partnership, work situations, friendships, family relationships, because the Queen of Wands, she knows what she wants, doesn't she? And she's not afraid to go for it. I think it feels like you just know who you are, you know what you want, you know what you value, and you know what works for you now. And it's a case of using that to stand up for yourself. Okay, so let's look at that Page of Cups. I mean, that can be the inner child. It says inventiveness here, which is creativity. I would say that's about energy around you of knowing how you feel, to be honest. But let's see what else comes out for that Page of Cups. Inner knowing with that Hermit, you know how you feel, you know who you are. I feel like it's just saying it's still that same energy of knowing who you are. Anything else? We have the Nine of Wands. Okay, and I feel like, I mean, this one to me, he can be seen as quite wary, defensive. I think you know what you stand for, probably, with that card. You know who you are and you know what you stand for, but you then do have to take, it's great feeling that way. But then when you get into the real world and you face opposition and people who are trying to put you down and make you feel small, you have to use it as well, don't you? You have to use that feeling and that knowing to protect yourself, to be who you are. Okay, my phone is ringing, but I will call the person back after I've dealt with this reading. Actually, I'll pause. Just bear with. Sorry about that, Leo. You keep getting interrupted. I wonder if that's how you feel in life, that you've got someone in your life that keeps on interfering, or a situation that keeps on interfering with your progress, potentially. Anyway, so trying to remember what I just said now. It was that Page of Cups, knowing how you feel, knowing who you are, and needing to take the energy of knowing what you stand for and protect it, defend it, stand up for it. Anything else? That did come up right. It was the Four. Okay, yeah, Four of Pentacles. That to me, I know Four of Pentacles is often about stagnancy. It can be being stingy, holding on to something. This particular Four of Pentacles, she's protecting what she values. She's protecting what's sacred to her. Anything else? Right, Magician. I feel like that's confidence. And then Page of Wands. Okay, let's get one more after or for the Page of Wands. Okay, so what I'm getting from that Page of Wands, it's where you've gained skills, life skills, I would call it, on how to, on, well, things that I've just said, like who you are, what you stand for, etc. And confidence as well. I feel like you've probably gained confidence, but then it's enhancing or developing that confidence further and using it, where you may have been hurt in the past and you may have been, and it sounds weird for Leo, doesn't it? You might have not felt that you could stand up for yourself. That sounds really strange saying that for Leo, but you know what? I know that Leo's seen as a strong strong sign and Aries and everything, but at some point everybody was vulnerable, or there are certain situations in life, like you could be a complete beast at work, but then with your family, you're a wreck. Like they make you vulnerable and they wear down your defenses, or it could be vice versa. Maybe with people in your life, friends, family, etc. Like you're a boss, and then in work you just feel, I don't know, it varies. I think everybody's got certain situations that are like their kryptonite, don't they? But yeah, it's like taking that new identity and what you've learned with that magician card there, the tools you've learned, and using it to stand up for yourself, where you may previously, it just may have hurt you and it was hard to recover from that. So Page of Cups for me feels like knowing who you are, or knowing how you feel, knowing who you are. And then you get the Mastership card. So, I mean, I know Three of Pentacles, it can be about collaboration. I did mention about this, knowing who you, like knowing who matches your energy, who you want to collaborate with. And it doesn't mean necessarily work in terms of work. It just can mean in friendships, like with family as well. You collaborate with family in some way, shape or form. And if you really don't get on with them, then you can't collaborate with them, can you? You can try, but it's not going to say it's going to work. But then there's the mastership element of it, is that, again, you've learned what you needed to learn, and it's using that now to stand up for yourself and what you believe in, so things in your life can work the way you want them to. So I think your reading is going to be the longest one, mainly because I've been interrupted and having to remind myself. Eight of Cups. I think that's you walking away from anything that doesn't feel right. Anything that doesn't feel right. Anything else? You've got the Six of Wands, and it kind of, it's in reverse. It doesn't really feel right in reverse, but I'm going to leave it there because that's how it fell out. Anything else? This is in reverse. What is this, Queen? Yeah, okay. It was meant to be in reverse, right? I think I get what this is saying. The Fool, yeah. And I said at the beginning that the Lovers and the Seven of Wands, it felt like a huge decision. And it may not seem like it, but sometimes standing up for yourself, especially if it's against a situation or a person or people that have had a hold over you for a very long time and made you feel vulnerable for a very long time, the decision and the action to just stand up to them or the situation or the person or whatever, that is a big deal. That it is a big deal. It doesn't seem like it, but it is a big deal. It's very empowering. So let's just get one more. No, actually, no, I don't need one more. The Eight of Cups and the Fool feel very similar. That's freedom. These are both cards of freedom to me. The Eight of Cups and the Fool feel like freedom. The Mastership element that comes in here, I feel, is where you've got the Six of Wands, you've got the Queen of Swords. It's where, again, where you need to take what you've learned and those feelings of I know who I am, I know what I stand for, and using them. You may be reluctant to use them. You may not have had the opportunity to use them. Maybe this is opportunities coming up, but you need to be seen, you need to be heard, which is what it would be upright. You need to be respected, you need to be valued, and you need to speak out and speak your truth and speak up against, stand up for yourself and your truth. And I think this is where potentially an opportunity is coming in, where you're going to have to do that. And that's where the mastership comes in. You've learned what you need to learn. It's now just putting it into action and using it. And I'm thinking now with that Despondence card, also, it can be where in the past, in these situations or with these people or person, you felt despondent. They've said or done things that have made you feel weak, to put it bluntly, and I know that sounds harsh, where they've made you feel weak, and it doesn't mean you are weak, but they've weakened your defenses, and you may have been despondent and thought to yourself, oh, well, you know, it's not worth arguing over, it's not worth fighting for, it's not worth standing up to. You may have felt that way in the past. So yeah, it's taking what you've learnt and using it. Right, so I'm just going to get you a final card of advice from the Believe in Your Own Magic deck to wrap the reading up, and I apologize for the interruptions. And I'm going to do what I hate having to do and splice the video together, because I accidentally pressed stop instead of pause during one of the interruptions, but it's not the end of the world. So let's get a final card of advice for Leo for the week, please. God, they don't want to come out, do they? Oh, that was a close one. This does happen quite a lot. Treat your body like the palace it is. I've said in other videos, it's a risk I always take by having the candle on the table, because you're the first card to attack the candle, actually, from the readings I've done today. The previous weekly readings, oh my God, every minute a card was trying to set itself on fire or hit the candle. This is the first one. Treat your body like the palace it is. So it's about, I feel that's like respecting yourself, isn't it? And expecting others to respect you. And then if they can't, then 8 of Cups, peace out, really, innit? So yeah, value yourself, and then the rest will follow. And as I say, if others can't value you the way you value yourself, you may have to walk away completely. Oh my God, I said walk away completely. This is on the bottom of the deck, shark. Swim away from this situation. Okay. I like that reading. I hope it all goes well for you, and that if a situation does come up this week where you need to stand up for yourself, I hope you're able to fully use the tools and do what needs to be done in whatever capacity that is. So thank you for watching. Feel free to leave comments if you feel like it. Take care. Until the next video, I'll see you soon.